We are back in the Ultra League with the elemental forces taking over this amazing balanced format of Go Battle League, and we're using a water type up in front, a grass type at the back, and Charizard as our fire type Pokemon. So we're gonna be able to go pretty rough against our opponent here. I also had a little bit of an FPS drop and I lost a Shadow Claw, I believe, in the process, but it doesn't matter, as it seems we're still gonna sacrifice and shield in the next Stone Edge because we need to have that lead advantage for sure. And right here we're just gonna go ahead with the Shadow Ball on the Giratina, and I think that if they let that go through, they're gonna be in deep trouble. Another Shadow Ball is coming up. Are they gonna respect the damage? No, they are not. Big damage on the Giratina, but to be honest, we still have Walrein and we're looking at a pretty solid battle, but it all depends on what they have at the back. It is gonna be the Virizion, and you already know that since we have Charizard, we are looking at a pretty solid battle overall. So you might be wondering, Ganeto, are we gonna have only good leads on this video? Once again, whenever I ask this question to you trainers, the answer is same or is simple. We're just gonna have completely different leads, and sometimes, and most of the times, pretty bad ones, to see how you can overcome those very bad leads using this team, because I'm telling you, this team is super strong. So right here they have a Tapu Fini with a Moonblast, and we're just gonna take it. Most of the times I take the first Moonblast because I do not want to seal the potential surf. Not that anyone is gonna get to that surf, but still you never know what will happen. Anyways, here we're just gonna fall to the Gliscor after they managed to catch one Earthquake, but still blocking the process. I don't know why, perhaps they were super afraid that I saw the switch, but I didn't. Anyways, here comes now Charizard, and they are down on 0 shields. We got 2 shields, and because we want to keep those shields alive, I'm just gonna sacrifice some energy from my Charizard. I know that this is no big at all because we still have that Tapu Fini up against us, but to be honest, they have a Trevenant at the back, and with 2 shields we can definitely win this battle with ease. Into the next one now, and speaking of very bad leads, this Regirock is one of those very bad leads, because this Pokemon can 2-shot down, almost 1-shot my Shadow Walrein, which is rank 1 by the way, and another rank 1 Pokemon that I have at the back, Charizard. So Stone Edge, definitely a very notable move to core break my entire team over here. Even against Revenant has a solid battle with 2 Stone Edges, able to destroy down my Pokemon. Anyways, let's see what we got here, because speaking of Stone Edge, another Stone Edge is coming up, and we're just gonna go down in one hit with Charizard. That was pretty funny, to be honest, because hello Charizard, goodbye Charizard, and yeah, anyways, gonna complete the farm down now with our Pokemon. I was pretty sure that was not Stone Edge at all. Yeah, they were only on 3 of those double kicks, so that could have easily be forecasted, something like something like a Leaf Blade or a Sacred Sword. So with that in mind, we can take it, resisting it by a lot. Trevenant now able to get to back Seed Bombs, and it all depends on what they have at the back, because they want to sacrifice their final shield. But look at that, trainers, all we have to do at this point is to go for the overfarm to finish off Trevenant, or at least that's what I hope to do, because right here we can get to the Shadow Ball. I was thinking I can get to the next Seed Bomb right on time, but they had already the energy needed. At this point we are in a pickle, so let's see who can win the race to the next charge attack. My Walrein can definitely do that, and that is a very close victory for our team. Into the next one now, and we're facing a Poliwrath up in front, the most horrible lead that you can get with this team, because not only it can destroy down your Walrein, but also has access to Scald, and now with counter it can be kinda problematic even more for our Walrein up in front. So by blocking here a potential Scald, we can be on a very good spot, but this trainer knows the best way to play this matchup, because they're getting to the Ice Punch. Seeing the Ice Punch makes me think that perhaps they have Dynamic Punch or Power Punch, but guess again, they have Scald. So down I go to that move without shielding it at all. If I knew that was gonna be a Scald, I would probably shield, but I could not risk it after seeing the Ice Punch. So well played to my opponent for sure over here, and now I can go in, farm down completely with my Trevenant. It all depends now on what they have at the back. Once again, it all depends on their third Pokemon, and now they have a Charizard coming in. Cresselia will be the third Pokemon, and to be honest, this is not looking that great. I'm just gonna go ahead and go for those Icicle Spears, but this Cresselia is a pretty tough one for my remaining Pokemon, because I might have a Trevenant, but still I am switch locked in here with my Walrein against this Cresselia, and those Grass Knotts are definitely gonna do a lot of solid work against my Pokemon. So here comes now another Icicle Spear. This time we're gonna bring Cresselia pretty low as I'm trying to catch a potential grass knot here, but they saw the switch, they react much faster to it with a Moonblast, and right here all I have to do is to shield and perhaps farm down, but I know that they had energy on Charizard, so I'm just gonna commit to that almost top left action. So well played to my opponent, and now let's move forward into the next one as we're facing a Dragon Tail version of Haxorus. Obviously counter could have been much better for Haxorus, but still you're gonna see that Dragon Tail still adds up in damage even more, taking stab damage in the process, and can be kind of a troublesome Pokemon if we are not careful. So I want to clear the debuff as soon as possible and switch out to my Charizard, and since I'm seeing that they are giving up 2 shields towards a better cause, I believe here I'm just gonna go ahead and shield at least once to get rid of that Haxorus, because it has really dropped both of my Pokemon pretty low. At this point they have a Giratina at the back, and my Dragon Claws now will not hurt this Pokemon at all, even though they are super effective, because Dragon Claw is a bad move overall. We got no stab damage from that move, and also we are debuffed from those breaking swipes. Now at this point I'm just gonna go in with my Walrein, not gonna block anything and rely completely on the Trevenant, and guess what, we were right. Most people have at the back Cobalion or Virizion, which means that my Trevenant will most likely have the best closing scenario ever. So into the next one now with a Drapion here. I'm pretty glad that Drapion is out of Trevenant's way, and since I'm seeing the switch out to that Jellicent, I will just follow with my Trevenant to just avoid the Drapion for sure. So at this point, if we can block correctly the Shadow Ball, which we do, we can definitely manipulate this matchup towards our advantage. So Seed Bomb will not be enough to finish them off, but definitely will grab a shield out of them. I was thinking that after the recent buff to Seed Bomb's damage, because the energy was definitely nerfed, I was able to finish them off in one shot, but at this range I could not, so they can survive and farm me down. That ends up working towards my advantage, because in the end game we're gonna have some energy on our Charizard, so definitely gonna be kinda notable for us. Able to catch the move on their Scrafty, but I would go for the Icicle Spear anyways, and now they're getting super low at a point that they cannot withstand at all. They're already on the red, and even if they get to back foul plays, I will be on a very good spot overall. So here comes now the complete farm down, another power up punch I believe, if I remember correctly here, but even if that was gonna be a foul play we could easily survive, and now we can of course win the CMP against Shadow Drapion, and since we got that shield up, yeah, you are looking at a pretty solid sweep by our Charizard. Into the next one and the final one for this video, trainers, as Jellicent will be up against us. Another bad lead for our team, another day at Go Battle League, and definitely another core breaker overall, and they want to play the long battle over here. So they start off with Bubble Beam, which is kinda weird, and start blocking my Earthquakes. I don't know what is happening, so yeah, anyways, another move is coming up, another Bubble Beam that is gonna be, and at this point they can easily survive those Earthquakes, and look at that, not even close to 50% of damage. In total they have 50% of HP left, but the next Earthquake will still not be enough, so I decide to sacrifice my Walrein in the process. Seeing that Shadow Ball on the end game makes me think that perhaps I need to block the next one, perhaps they get another Shadow Ball, but they end up going for the Bubble Beam. Definitely outplayed me here for sure. At the back they have a Nidoqueen and a Shadow Swampert, so the battle is definitely not over yet, especially now that we have both even shields coming up into play. So I think that by blocking here we can definitely thread that final shield out of existence with our Dragon Claw, but if they do not shield, that makes me think that perhaps Nidoqueen will remain their main closer. Perhaps they did not shield because they saw my Trevenant and they thought that anyways that weird Swampert is a lost cause, but I'm just gonna get here to the bait thinking that they have to block no matter what, because if I get to that Shadow Ball and the Blast Burn, they have no clue at all to what to do, and of course right after we're just gonna go ahead with the Shadow Ball to deal massive damage on the Nidoqueen, more than enough with the next Shadow Claws, and that is gonna be the perfect ending to this video. Thank you for watching, trainers, and for staying till the end. Just be sure to leave a huge like before you go, and please consider subscribing to my channel if you want to see more of my content here on YouTube. And speaking of more of my content, feel free to check those 2 videos that I have prepared for you so that I can see you all into the next one.